Today, we're going to explore a story that, well, it starts right where most adventures end. It's this quiet, really beautiful reflection on life, on loss, and on the slow, profound awakening of an immortal heart.
You know, this one idea, it's really the key to unlocking the incredible emotional weight of Frieren beyond Journey's End. See, in this story, the past isn't just something you remember. It's like a living, breathing presence that's constantly reframing the present, shaping every single step forward.
So most fantasy tales, right? They're all about the grand quest. Well, this one isn't. This is a story about what happens after the Demon King has already been defeated and the world is finally at peace. Yeah, you see, while most stories are all about that classic hero's journey, the conflict, the big climax, Frieren just flips that script completely. It explores the quiet, often overlooked aftermath. It's not about the adventure itself, but about the echoes it leaves behind.
And our guide on this journey, well, it's Frieren. She's an elven mage, and her near immortality, it isn't so much a gift as it is a lens that colors her entire perception of the world.
And this is where the core conflict really comes into play. I mean, for Frieren, a 10-year adventure? That's just a tiny fraction of her life. Waiting 50 years for a reunion? That's a short wait. And this profound difference in how she experiences time, it creates this tragic, almost invisible distance between her and the mortal she travels with. So, the story's true beginning, it's actually an ending. It all comes down to a single moment of shocking, delayed grief that it changes everything for Frieren, forever. Okay, so 50 years go by after their quest, a time that for her feels like a blink of an eye. Frieren goes to reunite with her old friend, the hero Himmel. But for him, it's been a lifetime. And then he passes away.
And at his funeral, something strange happens. Frieren is just stunned to find herself crying. Her own tears are a mystery to her, and they spark this devastating realization that even though she spent a whole decade by his side, she never really truly tried to know him.
I mean, just think about that for a second. That 10-year adventure, which was just this tiny, tiny sliver of her existence, that was a defining part of Himmel's entire life. The weight of that missed connection, it just hits her all at once. And it's this deep, aching regret that launches her on a brand new journey. This time, it's not about saving the world. It's about something far more personal and, honestly, far more difficult. So, yeah, this profound regret, it sets her off on a completely new kind of adventure, one that isn't driven by a goal, but by a feeling. So what does she do? She decides to retrace the exact path of her original journey, but not to fight monsters or find some long-lost treasure. No, this time, it's to understand the hearts of the friends she took for granted, and to finally feel what they felt. And as she does this, something amazing happens. The past and present just merge. The flashbacks we see aren't just backstory, they're active lessons. Every single memory of Himmel becomes a guide, teaching her in his death what she failed to see in his life, and slowly, so slowly, mending her immortal heart.
Okay, so the really crucial part of all this is what she learns along the way. It's a lesson that completely redefines what adventure even means, not just for her, but for us too.
What Frieren starts to discover is that the greatest meaning, it wasn't found in defeating the Demon King. Not at all. It was hidden in all those small, seemingly insignificant moments that she barely even paid attention to the first time around.
And that's really where the story finds its incredible power. In these quiet little moments, sharing a meal, watching a meteor shower together, remembering a simple conversation that she once dismissed as trivial. It creates this bittersweet kind of melancholic feeling, but at the same time it's also deeply, deeply hopeful. And that's the real beauty of it, isn't it? It reminds us that these seemingly small memories, they're like the threads that weave the grand tapestry of our lives. They're the real treasures of any journey.
And this idea right here just captures the essence of her friend's lasting impact so perfectly. Frieren is finally starting to understand that Himmel's heroism wasn't just about his legendary deeds. It was in his small, quiet acts of kindness, the ones that left a truly indelible mark on the world, and especially on her.
So, ultimately, as Frieren learns to see the world through human eyes, her journey becomes this quiet, poignant mirror for our own lives.
I think what Frieren's journey really teaches us is that regret, it can be transformed. Her longing for the past slowly becomes this quiet determination to be present in her future.
And it's such a gentle reminder that the time we have with the people we love is so, so finite and precious.
And in the end, Frieren's quiet, introspective journey leaves all of us with this simple yet profoundly universal question. What really makes a life meaningful? What's the true measure of it all?
And maybe the answer the story offers us is this: meaning isn't measured by the length of our days. It's measured in the depth of the bonds we form, the memories we create, and the love we share along the way.